Once more, good sirs, into the breach. Okay, last we left our players, we had just lost Peter in a fight against Ander, the Sith Mechanist, that acquiesced in Pache, and had acquired the Klik Thri-Kreen to the party. Also occurring is that Vincent informed the party that the Empire intended to advance. But, he said, we have one boon in our favor. The Empire, in their true self-obsessive fashion, will not do so without properly declaring with fanfare and much parading to its own people, which is scheduled 28 days from now. Better name choices next time. Moving on. Vincent said he wishes to infiltrate and determine any information he can from the Empire at this time, as the security will be more relaxed and distracted, hopefully. The players are split on the matter. Klik, our new member, who the players come up with this interesting voice setup for him, which is something between an India kind of Frenchish sound. You really can't keep one or the other, but he can manage both at the same time. It's kind of odd, but it kind of works for the character. Though it still makes him kind of very hard to understand. We're working on it. He says that he has no plan to do anything in his life aside from fight the Neogi, but if his Jedi brothers seek to do it, then he will assist them, since they're their only path getting back home at this point. Fryn is less than pleased about going back into Empire space, being himself already escaped from there, as is Thon, but Daenes and Nishant seem fairly gung-ho on the matter. So, they eventually settle on doing it because they want to help out Vincent. And because they think that's the only way the storyline could progress, which it wasn't. I did have plans if they did otherwise. Just would have skipped a nice chunk of the storyline. So, the players are set about to find necessary assistance to do this. They must first acquire a ship, then acquire entrance papers to Empire space. So the players quickly hire the Heronic Order of the Flint, Heronius being a lawful good god of war. I believe he's a Greyhawk setting. You can look him up. And Flint are a subgroup of gnolls, hyena men. Though typically evil, some events in a previous campaign have declared that this particular group was chosen by Heronius and are good, mostly. Or lawful neutral at worst. So, the party set off and attempt to acquire papers to the planet Neptune. That's not the name of the planet. That's the name of the planet I'm going with right now because I haven't looked up the name of a water deity, a river deity to go with, since the planet Neptune is a planet of rivers, ever flowing endlessly. The players land, and at the nearest enclave, offload Peter's pets to be taken back to his home planet of Kratar, to be taken care of by his father, who still does farming. The people there have no problem accepting the small gerbil that Peter took care of, but are very surprised when they see the gigantic hamster with wings. But very calmly, after being freaked out for a moment, accept the action. They declare that no missive has been sent from the Empire to this planet, which has no localized central government, being a bunch of different kingdoms. And the Jedi have detected no Empire attempt to contact this planet or try to take over it. Which is good, I guess. Yeah, it's good. So the players track to the next planet. This mechanic comes from another campaign we played. We called it the Aotearoa campaign because it took place on Aotearoa Island, which is a very wonderful, magical setup, and hopefully I'll put up those videos at some point to explain it to us. The name of the planet, however, is 37 characters long and terribly impossible to pronounce. Luckily, we're able to abbreviate it to Silanti, but I will likely refer to it as Aotearoa several times throughout this stream, or recording, whatever this is. So, the players land, as directed by the elves in orbit, to a small island near the south part of the planet, in a compound owned by a group known as the Greater Elven Consortium. The Consortium is a group of elven superiorist, like Malcolm X, but for elves. And the party doesn't see a very warm welcome. We have a drow, who elves hate. We have a half-elf that elves dislike. Though her breeding does make her quite acceptable, since she is half grey elf, half Eldridren, which are the outer planar elves. We have the giant Soteratops, which the elves don't care one way or another about, and the Thri-Kreen, who in their listing state that the Thri-Kreen are omnivorous, but they have formed a liking to the taste of elf flesh. So yeah, he's not getting any warm welcomes there. The party seek out about the papers and discover that they were indeed sent to this planet. My cat's on the counter. But were addressed to not the Greater Elven Consortium, but to the Flint of the island of Achaia. Yep, she's drinking out of the sink. So the party seeks passage, along with those of the heroic of the Flint who want to visit home, and travel across the water there to get the papers so they can go back to the Empire and infiltrate. Getting a little side questy, but you do what you have to. Upon arriving, the players find the city in a disregardable state. What are you doing, cat? The water source from which the Flynn typically draw their water has been drained out, and a cave complex has been found there. The Flint who have attempted to investigate have either died inside or come out with their brains racked, as the Flint described it. Learning of this disposition and the players' wishes, the two come to an agreement that if the players clear out the problem down there, then the Flynn will give them the papers to go to the Empire, since the Flynn themselves had no intention to do anything with it, feeling no fealty or even preference to the Empire. So the players, seeing this as their only viable option within legal ramifications, agree. And because they're nice guys, really. They're nice. Klik has apprehensions about small spaces, but he supports his Jedi brethren, as long as they support him when he attempts to kill Neogi. He's very clear on this point. But we can't say Neogi, as it's supposed to be. He said Neogi, because he has horrible pronunciation as a India French praying mantis man. So the players spend a little time in town, visit the local shrines, wonderful statue of Hieronymus as a Flend, and other, and Greek gods without Zeus as the head, because they've replaced the head as Hieronymus. The head of the Pantheon, that is. The players set up and set out on their adventure into this subterranean domain. And that's where I ended the session. So, I'll pick up with that next time. Talk to you later.